People tell me that mid-grade comics are one of their hardest comics to grade. Um, Most people, for high-grade comics, for estimating a raw comic grade, it's pretty straightforward because uh, if you think a book is a 9.8 contender, it should have no visible flaws. Zero. I know technically the grading scale says you can have one minor flaw, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Zero visible flaws. That means your corners have to be nice, crisp 90-degree corners. Obviously, can't be any indents. Even wrinkles, like brand new books that are come off the press wrinkled, not 9.8s. Creases, spine ticks, color breaks, color rubs, color chips, anything. If you can see something, it's not a 9.8 contender. Our rule of thumb is if there's any color break on that book at all, so if there is even one tiny spine tick with a color break, 9.4. Now, some people will say, oh, I've got the book back and had a color break and it was a 9.6. Sure, of course. Things are going to slip through the system. Odd duck results are going to come in. Of course, that's going to happen. I just tell people if there's a color break on a book, in our opinion, 9.4. And then, just sort of some sliding scales as they get below that. But mid-grade comics can have quite a few flaws and quite a few more significant flaws. And they can be difficult for some people to nail down. And that can lead to very vast differences of opinion, which, of course, in older comics can lead to big differences in value. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of this stuff anyways, but these are Silver Age books that we have gone ahead and shown people before, and we're going to be going through more Silver Age books today. But I wanted to basically highlight some of the things that we look for in books that are likely in the mid grade, okay, and where we start from. So we take a book, and keep in mind that the first thing you got to look at is the overall look of a book. You can't start by looking at, the individual flaws. So a book like this, I look at it and I say, well, it's in pretty decent shape. We haven't cleaned and pressed this book yet. It's got some dirt and debris down the spine. It's got indents on the back. It has spine ticks. It's got something sticking in there, but the book is complete. Okay, there is this could be a marvel. This could be a marble chip. Could be a printing error. But there's a little teeny tiny piece missing out of the edge. But the back is complete. Front, on first blush, looks like there is a piece missing out of the corner. There actually might not be a piece missing out of the corner. We got to check the inside, and there is not a piece missing out of the corner. It's just folded over, and then there's an edge tear here. Now, difference between a spine split and an edge tear. 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other guys. Usually, if there's like folded paper or stuff like this on here, it's an edge tear. If this all looks perfect and there's split, spine split. Spine splits are graded differently than tears. So that page exists there, but there is an edge tear. So then we start looking at staining. If there's big stains, that's gonna affect it. This book doesn't actually have staining on it. And then we start looking at creases because CGC specifies their creases basically by slight, small, medium, full length cover. And there are some in the 10-point grading scale, some breakpoints on creases. And basically moderate size creases put you in 5.5-ish range. Okay. Sometimes if the rest of the book looks really good, maybe you get to a 6. But that's pretty much it. Okay. So I take a look at this book and I can see there is a crease that goes from here to here. Okay, it goes right across here. Breaks color for sure down here. If this crease broke color all the way across, then I would say you're capping at a 5.5. And then when you take into account You've got a tear over here, and there's some other color breaks in here. That's getting you lower. I say you're probably down around into a 4.5 on a book like this. But this crease doesn't actually break color all the way. So I would say right now, this book, in its current condition, it's 4.5. Now, when I clean and press this book, this part of the crease is going to disappear because it doesn't break color, see? This part's going to remain, so there's going to be that color break in there. There's going to be a likely little color break in here. The rest of the book's going to smooth out. This is going to be good. I probably get this book up to a probably 5 because of this edge tear. It's not going to raise a lot because of the tear and because of this. If this tear wasn't here, I would say I'd probably get that up to a 5.5, probably even a 6. Okay, so just to give you an idea of the benefits that cleaning and pressing can have, especially on mid-grade older books. Mid-grade older books are great ways to pick up, to get value for money. Okay. Again, here's another one, Sergeant Furious Howling Commandos number 48. Now, this particular book is actually in at least the front is in excellent condition. There's some ink transfer up in here. Okay, that may or may not come off. It's on the yellow. It's probably not coming off. But the front looks great. There's some spine ticks in the side, but the colors are good. Very little color rub. That's nice. The corner has some wear on it down there. The back also looks great. So this actually is a book. It's not a mid grade. It's probably getting into the bottom end of high grade. Now in its current condition, it's still dirty, and you can see there's dirt accumulation in here. There's multiple minor spine ticks in here. There's a little bit of bending. It's hard to see up in here. It doesn't break color. So I would say in this book's current condition, it is likely a 7. I'm going to clean and press this book, and I bet you it comes up to a, even with that stuff on the spine, I bet you it comes up to an 8 VF, maybe even a VF plus. So again, good value on basic cleaning and pressing to increase the value of an older mid-grade book. And speaking of older mid-grade books, we're going to take a look at some more of the Silver Age books that we picked up from that box collection, and we'll show you guys what we have, and it will be up for sale once we obviously get them cleaned and pressed. So we will be right back. And we're back. Okay, so we picked up our angled tray for you guys, so hopefully there won't be the glare in the books that we sometimes get. So let's take a quick look here at our overhead cam. Okay, and help you guys out with this. Okay, see how that's gonna look. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll go through the next stack of books out of this box that we have here. So these are all books that we will gradually clean and press our way through these books, okay? So, Captain Marvel. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, not very glary at all. Captain Marvel, number 6. It's actually in decent shape. We're not going to look at the whole books, but that's a nice book. Obviously, this is the original Captain Marvel run, not the Captain Marvel run that everyone's familiar with now. Captain Marvel number 7. The Coming of Quasimodo. I thought Quasimodo was the guy from the bell tower in that Disney story, but I guess he's also a bad guy. That's a nice little run of Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel number 8. This is sort of these green colors. You don't see a lot of this in the modern books, but the greens and the reds were used to really good effect back when these were coming out. Now, I know it says Captain Marvel number 13, but it's Marvel Superheroes featuring. So this is their one of their, I don't know, collection series where they showed all sorts of different different characters and highlighted different characters. These are actually really great. These Marvel Superheroes series are a really great way to pick up older books more affordably usually. Also, like Marvel 3-in-1s, man, those are cheap. Like surprisingly cheap. So it's a great way to get old books. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos King Size Annual number 1. So, oh, look at that. At the mercy of Baron Strucker. Lord Haha's last laugh. So just in case you want to know what his last laugh was. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commando. We've got a very wide run of this series. So there's the annual number 2. And they're very affordable. It never really, I mean, I guess it was popular, but it doesn't hold as much value as other books from the same era. King Size Special number 3. Now it's funny because sometimes they call them a special, sometimes they call them an annual. Sometimes they just call them King Size, but they were all annual books. Now there's a case where this is a spine split. So you've got a book here. The cover is like still in line, but you can see, okay, the spine is split there. Now, the 10-point grading system has pretty clear definitions on spine splits and where it would put it at. That should cap this book at a 1.8. But if the rest of the book looks in significantly better shape, you will get a rise out of that. You will get more than that. People always say, "Oh, it says that if a spine split is up to 2 inches, it's a cap at a 1.8." I know what it says. I have the book. I'm just saying that in experience, what actually comes back is not that. You have to allow for overall visual appeal and how the book is assembled and holding up. Hawkman number 27. Again, old Hawkmans are pretty cool books. They're not so highly sought after from collectors, which means that they are a much more reasonable price to pay on those. Oh, this is a cool cover. The Atom and Hawkman. I like the purples. How does that show up on camera? Oh, it shows up nice. The purples and the yellows. That's very cool. Yeah, and the Atom is throwing a statue at him or something. Now, some books that everybody knows about. So, Amazing Spider-Man, King Size number 5 with the iconic swirl cover. Twice as many pages, twice as many thrills. Obviously, Amazing Spider-Man probably still the most collected series in the history of comics. Not as valuable as maybe like an original Superman, but definitely more people are collecting Amazing Spider-Man, of course. They always sell. So Daredevil number 44. Now, old Daredevils have picked up recently. More people are looking for the older Daredevils. Now, the older Daredevils with the original yellow costume, of course, are sought after, but even these early ones, people are looking for. Daredevil number 45. This is actually the classic cover. This is the overlay photo cover with the Statue of Liberty in the background. And then they did some special effects here. They put part of the logo behind it with them in front of it. I'm sure this was cutting edge at the time. That is garbage. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos number 36. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos number 37. Number 39, completing our low issue run of Sergeant Fury. These old bags are not fully stuck together, but these bags, like, they get that weird feel on them, makes them stick together. Number 40, number 41, number 42, and these are all in excellent condition. Like this number 41, which is a white cover. I mean, I get that the color has yellowed over time, which, by the way, it should. I mean, this cover should look this color. If this color looks bone white, it's not. First of all, it's not going to look good because that's not how paper should look, and it for sure would get flagged for chemical treatment. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos number 43. Number 44. Here comes the Howler's first mission. Why is their first mission in issue number 44? But anyways, number 46. Number 47. So that's sort of the next stack of Silver Age books that we're going to be working on. Gradually cleaning and pressing and getting up for sale. We've been diligently shipping away through that. Also, we're going to be picking up a lot of new boxes soon of stuff. We're going to have lots of stuff for our $2 weekly auctions. So if you're not familiar, every Friday on our Facebook page, we list 2 full long boxes of discount comics at $2 Canadian a piece with a photo of every single book, everything bagged and boarded. If it's not bagged and boarded in the photo, we will bag and board it. And it's just a claim sale. People can just claim what they want. They say, claim mine, I want it, I need it. And then we pull them all and we give them a total. And then they build the box till they reach their shipping point, whether it's, we can ship 12 comics in a comic mailer, and then we have 24 comics in double comic mailers inside a bubble bag, and then we go into a box rate for 25 to 50 comics. It goes in a box. We're going to have lots of great stuff to go in there, and those books are all usually valued between $2 and $5 US piece that we're selling for $2 Canadian. And we may have some discount boxes of like $6 to $10 US books that we're going to start clearing out soon because we're going to have so much stuff coming in. So keep an eye out for that. Also on our eBay, we're basically auctioning off low-end slabs every week. One slab every week, starting bid 99 cents, no reserve. So these aren't going to be, obviously these aren't going to be big key issues, but it's just stuff that we have lying around. We're like, let's just clear it out, whatever. If someone gets a slab for $5, they get a slab for $5. Great. They're happy. Hopefully they become a customer of ours. One thing I did want to show you guys on our site. So we have added a when you buy books through our site, at the top a banner bar will show up saying add $100 Canadian to unlock a free gift. So basically, if you spend $100 or more on our site, we're going to throw in a free book, and usually it's going to be an exclusive or variant, or it might be a popular issue or something, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're throwing something in for free. We've been trying to think about offering free shipping levels on certain order sizes. The problem with us is that we ship fully worldwide, and it's difficult to provide a free shipping level to everyone, because obviously, if we're shipping something to Scandinavia, it's going to be significantly more expensive than if we're shipping something to, Texas or next door in Canada. So we figured this way, the free gift, people are going to get something extra. And this is a sliding bar as you add items. So if we went home and we went recently added, and I don't know, we decided we wanted this new DC's Very Merry Multiverse #1 First Kid Quick. Okay, I want to add that to our cart. Okay, let's make sure. Oh, I'm not logged in, but there it is in our cart. And when it comes back up, you'll see here, add $75, right? So this, as you scroll through, this will update and it will tell you how much extra you need, because it might be the case where you're buying something that you want anyways, and you're like, I don't know, you've got $80. And you're like, oh, if I spend another $20, I get a free gift, okay? If you don't like the banners because they're annoying at the top, you can just close that, and it'll just be down here, and it'll tell you once you've reached it, once you've reached a free gift. Also, our rewards program, we have a points program for our site. You don't have to sign up for it. It automatically collects your points, attaches it to your email that you use on checkout. Basically, a point's worth a penny. So every 100 points, you can get $1 off an order. It'll auto-generate a discount code that you can use, so you get a straight discount right off your order. When you do register for it, any points you've accumulated tied to your email address, you'll automatically get. They don't disappear. They just sit in there. I won't show you how much points people have. Actually, maybe I can show you guys how many points we have sitting unused. Let me see here. Let's go to I'll see if I can show this to you guys. I don't think you won't see any of my passwords. Okay, so if we go to apps and we go, this is Shopify is great, by the way, if you're looking for a back end. We use Smile as our loyalty program in the back end. But if we go to here, actually, if I go to program, I'm just wondering if there's a way I can show you guys how many. Well, here you go. Here's a good example, okay? On our performance review. So, a little over $1,000 in sales have had points used on them. 15 orders have had points used against them. We have 847 customers with points. 847 customers with points, okay? But 10 members added in the last day, it's 111 transactions, right? 0 referrals. You actually get bonus points for doing referrals, but there are a ton of, like, our top. Can I sort by points? Like, we got lots of people with like hundreds and hundreds of points that basically don't do anything. I'll probably have to blur this part out somehow because it has customers' names in it. But anyways, that's just something to say that we do have going on. The other thing too is we still have a clearance section. We haven't added anything new to the clearance section lately, but everything in our clearance section is 50% off. Everything. So I don't know, there's some Ripley's Believe It or Not books in here, some X-Men books, X-Force books, Thunderstrike. There's a Spectacular Spider-Man, there's a Guardians of the Galaxy Ghost Rider, some 4-color books. There's 12 pages of products in here, okay? Everything's half price. Sometimes people get books for half price by accident. They buy a book because they want it, and then when they check out, they're like, oh, it's on clearance. But that's a great way to save some money. All right, guys, I think we've covered a lot of stuff today, so hopefully you guys have a great day, and we will look forward to hearing from you in the future. If there's something you guys want to see, some sort of video you want us to do, content or anything, let us know, and we'll go ahead and we'll see what we can do for you. And just love hanging out with you guys and appreciate all the support from everyone. Have a great day. Ciao.